In today's video, we're taking a look at Owen Wilson's top 10 worst movies, according to Rotten Tomatoes. Number 10, Drillbit Taylor. The Rotten Tomatoes score of just 26%, Drillbit Taylor failed to captivate the critics. As Sukhdev Sandhu from the Daily Telegraph put it, it's hard to imagine a bigger disappointment or a more casual squandering of an audience's goodwill than Drillbit Taylor. Pulling in less than $50 million at the box office, Drillbit Taylor failed to secure its success. Owen Wilson's charms can't save Drillbit Taylor, an unfunny, overly familiar, bully teen comedy.
God damn it, I'm sick of getting hit by this kid.
Number 9, Freebirds. With 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, Freebirds failed to take flight. With Brian Viner from Daily Mail saying, "Let's just say that there should be no parting. It deserves to die a death." Pulling in just $46 million at the box office, Freebirds was dead on arrival. Technically proficient, yet creatively moribund, Freebirds begs unfortunate comparisons with the dim-witted fowl that inspired it.
That's sweet. And disgusting.
Number 8, Me and Dbri. With just 20% on Rotten Tomatoes, Dbri was no friend of the critics. Peter Howell from the Toronto Star put it best when he said, "Owen Wilson is perilously close to doing a Dbri on his own career by wearing out his welcome."
Wow. Unbelievable.
Pulling in $75 million at the box office, Dbri wasn't a complete slouch. A rather generic entry into the Arrested Development subgenre, with themes borrowed from other more successful and funnier films, Dbri wears out its welcome.
Add it to the list. Forever blessed as the dream continues.
Number 7, Father Figures. With only 17% on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics did not look up to Father Figures. Nick Allen from RogerEbert.com put it, "Father Figures is not just painfully anti-charming, it is transparently desperate." Pulling in $75 million at the box office, Father Figures wasn't a complete deadbeat. Success has many fathers, but failure is Father Figures.
Are you a serial killer?
I am not a serial killer.
Number 6, I Spy. With just 16% at Rotten Tomatoes, I Spy was not a success with the critics. With Richard Roper from EbertandRoper.com saying, "I really resent a movie like this that just looks like it's made by a committee when you have two such high talents wasted like this."
Don't be negative.
Pulling in $33 million at the box office, I Spy was mission failure.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good.
Insipid and mirthless, I Spy bears little resemblance to the TV series that inspired it.
Size matters, but in the spy world, it's reversed. You want people to say, "Look how small and sexy and sleek this is. Not how huge this is. Look what he just pulled out of pants. It's huge. People will laugh at me if I pull this out."
Number 5, The Big Bounce. With 16% on Rotten Tomatoes, The Big Bounce did not do well with the critics. As Peter Howell from the Toronto Star put it, "Given a choice between shoveling my driveway or going to see The Big Bounce again, I would choose the driveway." Pulling in just over $6 million at the box office, the only thing that bounced was the check. Lazily crafted and light on substance, The Big Bounce takes few chances and strands its promising cast in a subpar adaptation that fails to do its source material justice.
Well, you got me here. Is there something you want to show me?
Number 4, The Haunting. With 16% on Rotten Tomatoes, The Haunting scared away the critics. As Rod Dreyer from the New York Post put it, clumsy, bloated, and wretchedly overdone. Pulling in $180 million at the box office, The Haunting was actually quite successful. Sophisticated visual effects fail to offset the awkward performances and an uneven script. Number 3. Little Fockers. With just 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, Little Fockers was the worst received of the trilogy. As Sukhdev Sandhu from the Daily Telegraph put it, Little Fockers arrives long after you thought every last bit of sort of comic juice had been wrung out of the franchise.
Nobody, even our dear friend the Buddha, had to pass through some sorrow on his way to enlightenment.
Our dear friend the Buddha. How's he doing? It's been so long.
Pulling in $148 million at the box office, Little Fockers was still considered a success. As star-studded as it is heartbreakingly lazy, Little Fockers takes the top-grossing trilogy to embarrassing new lows.
Wow, it looks great. Traditional American foursquare.
Number 2. Marmaduke. With just 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, it was to the pound with this mutt. As Tim Robe from the Daily Telegraph put it, better than Cats and Dogs, but praise hardly comes much lower. Pulling in $50 million at the box office, it was hardly a success. Dull and unfunny, Marmaduke offers family filmgoers little more than another round of talking animals and scatological humor.
Wow.
Number 1. Are You Here? With just 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, Are You Here is Owen Wilson's lowest rated movie. Susan Wolochna from RogerEbert.com put it best when she said, "A comedy with no laughs, a drama disconnected from any known reality."
Oh, wow. Thank you for that.
Pulling in less than $1 million at the box office, Are You Here was a complete bomb. With the amount of talent assembled on both sides of the camera, Are You Here falls bewilderingly flat.
You know, I could just as easily demean your job if I had any idea what it entailed, and honestly, I kind of resent you making this so awkward for me.
What are you talking about?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.